Welcome to Startups. I'm your host, Aiden Spark. Today on Startups, imagine building an empire only to find yourself collapsed on the floor, wondering if you've truly won. Today, we uncover how chasing the world nearly cost one woman everything, and the shocking price she paid to redefine success on her own terms. Blood trickled down my cheek as I lay sprawled across the cold office floor. The half-eaten apple on my desk marked time's cruel passage, another meal interrupted by the relentless pursuit of more. More readers, more influence, more success. The phone rang somewhere in the distance, its sound warped and hollow like I was underwater. My trembling fingers reached for it, but my body refused to cooperate. In that moment, surrounded by the wreckage of papers and abandoned dreams, I finally heard the question that had been screaming inside me. What price are you willing to pay for success? You see, I had built an empire that gave voice to millions. The Huffington Post was my crowning achievement, a digital revolution that transformed media forever. But as I lay there, my cheekbone throbbing from where it struck the desk, I realized I had become utterly silent within myself. The scent of olive groves and Mediterranean air filled my childhood memories in Athens. My mother's fierce eyes blazed with determination as she taught me that failure was not our enemy, but our teacher. Those words became my compass, guiding me through the hallowed halls of Cambridge University, where I became the first foreign woman to lead the Cambridge Union Debating Society. Each victory felt like a validation of her belief in me. Each achievement pushed me further from the fear of inadequacy that haunted every immigrant child. Success, I learned early, wears many masks. While my peers celebrated my leadership at Cambridge, publishers slammed their doors in my face. 36 times my second book was rejected. 36 times I picked myself up, my mother's voice echoing in my mind. Failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of success. You know that feeling when the world seems determined to tell you no. When each rejection feels like a personal indictment of your worth. I channeled that pain into fuel, working longer hours, pushing harder, determined to prove them wrong. But with each small victory, the voice inside grew quieter, drowned out by the constant demands of ambition. The newsroom of the Huffington Post became my battlefield. Keyboards clattered like artillery fire, phones rang with the urgency of air raid sirens, and the constant pressure to stay ahead of traditional media felt like a war we could never fully win. You could feel the electricity in the air, the sense that we were creating something revolutionary. But revolution demands sacrifice. I sacrificed sleep, trading rest for the soft glow of my laptop screen. I sacrificed meals, relationships, and moments of quiet reflection. Each milestone achieved only raised the stakes higher. The site's traffic numbers soared, and with them, my addiction to achievement grew stronger. When AOL acquired the Huffington Post for $315 million in 2011, the world saw it as the ultimate victory. Headlines celebrated the deal. Colleagues toasted our success. But beneath the champagne bubbles and congratulatory speeches, something was breaking inside me. The laptop that had been my constant companion now felt like a chain, tethering me to an endless cycle of more. You might recognize this pattern in your own life, the promotion that demands more hours, the success that breeds greater expectations, the achievement that only highlights what's still missing. We chase these external validations, believing they'll finally silence the doubt within us. If you're enjoying startups, please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code for our free 7-day email course, Become an Innovation Engine. Steal exact frameworks of billion-dollar breakthroughs like Netflix and Tesla. Now, back to the episode. My body knew what my mind refused to accept. The headaches grew more frequent. Sleep became a luxury I couldn't afford. Friends and family voiced their concerns, but their words bounced off the armor of my ambition. Until that day, the day my body finally said enough. The collapse wasn't dramatic, no thunderous crash, no audience to witness my fall. Just the quiet thud of flesh meeting floor and the metallic taste of blood in my mouth. In that moment of forced stillness, I heard what I had been running from, the deafening silence of a life out of balance. Recovery forced me to confront an uncomfortable truth. I had been measuring success with the wrong metrics. Power, influence, money, these were society's yardsticks, but they failed to measure what truly matters. What good is an empire if you're too exhausted to enjoy it? What value is influence if you've lost touch with yourself? This realization led me to found Thrive Global, but more importantly, it led me to redefine success itself. True success isn't just about what you achieve, it's about how you live. It's about finding harmony between ambition and well-being, between doing and being. Now, as I share this story, I'm not just speaking to your ambitions. I'm speaking to your soul, that voice inside you that whispers enough when the world screams more. That part of you that knows success without well-being is failure in disguise. Here's your challenge. Take an honest inventory of your life's balance sheet. Not the one that tracks your bank account or career achievements, but the one that measures your well-being, your relationships, your inner peace. Are you truly thriving or just surviving? Are you building a life or merely an impressive resume? The phone still rings in my office, but now I answer it with steady hands. The apple on my desk gets eaten, not abandoned. Success hasn't lost its sweetness, but it's no longer my master, it's my partner in a life well lived. Remember, your worth isn't measured by your achievements, but by your ability to remain whole while achieving them. This isn't just my story, it's a wake-up call. Will you hear it before your own breaking point forces you to listen? The choice, as it always has been, is yours. But choose wisely, for the price of success should never be your soul. On the next episode of Startups, Arianna Huffington's journey reminds us that redefining success is a constant evolution, a dance between ambition and well-being. But what happens when perseverance meets a world that demands constant connection? What if I told you there's a story of grit just as compelling, but forged in the digital age? Imagine fleeing a life of poverty, only to build a communication empire that connects billions. This week, we explore another immigrant story, a man who stared down challenges, not in the halls of power, but in the heart of Silicon Valley. Get ready to discover the unlikely origin story behind a tech giant that changed how the world communicates, a testament to the power of perseverance in the 21st century. Please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code or follow the pinned link to get our free 7-day email course, Become an Innovation Engine. 7 days, $7 billion frameworks. Transform from idea person to startup innovator by learning the exact playbooks that built Netflix, Tesla, and SpaceX. Click the video that just popped up to watch the next one in this series. Or for episode summaries, behind-the-scenes info, and more, go to daily8.com/su. Thanks for watching.